Hey everyone, this is Christopher here with a special series called Spring into Health. We are collaborating with Try Running, and I'm here with Shelby to talk about health and some of the shoes that you might want to consider as you begin or continue your health journey. But before we get into this video, let's roll that beautiful B-roll. Anyway, welcome back. We're so thankful that you are here for this episode of Spring into Health. I'm here with Shelby. Shelby, say hello.
Hello.
Hi. She's been gracious enough to sit down with us this week to talk about health, to talk about shoes. So today we're talking about how we got into health. Shelby, I'll be a polite gentleman. How did you start getting healthy?
Honestly, my parents. My mom ran marathons and triathlons when she was younger, when she had me, and so ever since, she forced me into sports. So I swam and ran cross country and track, so that's kind of how.
My wife ran.
Yeah, and when I got out of high school, I continued on with weight training and working here, so running. So
yeah, well, and so we were joking about that earlier. If you have not started running, you should try running. Pun intended. Well, that's why we're here, to talk about health and our journey. I think everyone's journey is a little different. My wife was actually a runner in school. I played soccer. You can't tell now, but I used to run 3 miles a day, and you know, it's been a hot minute. But I got out of, I think, active sports, and you know, for me, after I got out of college, it kind of diminished. I tried, but we're talking about motivation earlier. I didn't have a lot of motivation. So about 4 years ago now, in 2017, I ended up in ICU in a state of ketoacidosis, which basically means your blood sugar is so high you can't process both literal sugars or carbs specifically. So you eat bread, pasta, that kind of stuff, and your body just starts to shut down. It was a little dramatic for me. I didn't understand health at all. I was fairly ignorant, but I'm a quick study. And so after I got out of the hospital, I just didn't want to poke myself with an insulin needle anymore. And my doctor said I need to have at least 20 minutes of activity every day. And so that's what I started doing. And that actually began my journey to look for shoes and equipment to help me be healthy. And that's where I've been at. For the last few years now. And I'm not as slender as I'd like to be. I'm still in the middle of my health process. But I can tell you, being healthy for me on a daily basis has just made me clearer. You're in school, right? So I think exercising every day helps us to take a lot of the energy, the anxiety that I think work and school produce, and allows us to expel that. Do you meet a lot of folks who are getting started for the first time?
yes, most people that come in are people who don't exercise, or people who've had surgery and need a specific shoe.
I was mentioning that I actually broke my toe in the years past. I didn't know it. Went to the doctor years later. They did a scan, and I have a piece of bone fragment from allegedly a broken toe. And when I went to the doctor, he was like, "Hey, I can get you these really," I don't want to judge these kind of shoes, but these medical shoes. I was like, they don't look good. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's an important part of considering your health journey. A lot of people don't do it because of, again, the way they feel about themselves, the way they see themselves, and how they feel like other people see them when they're working out. I think that was my biggest struggle walking in my neighborhood. I had a lot more of me. I lost 60 pounds. And so I was very insecure walking and exercising. And one of the things I love about your staff here and the team here is that it's very non-judgmental. They take you kind of as you are.
Yeah, we help everyone. So, and when you see people or ads of people running and you're like, oh wow, I need to start out just like that, you don't. Most people start out just walking and not even walking far.
Yep.
So, and that's most of the people that we help.
Yeah, that for me was it. I started off with a half mile and then I moved to a mile. And I remember in 2017, I thought that was effortful. Like
when I first started running for the first time, when I was trying out for cross country team, I could not even run a mile. So, and at all, I was struggling so hard with even a quarter. So, and a lot of people, you don't have to start off quick. And if you do, you can end up injuring yourself.
Yeah, you can do more harm than good. There's a process to being healthy. There's definitely a cadence to incrementally moving yourself up over time. And I think having, peers and friends that can help you through that, or even a professional that works with you to get you to where you want to be, but at the pace that is not detrimental to your body or your health.
Yeah, health is a lifestyle.
It
It's got to
really
be
is.
something you have to integrate into your everyday routine.
I think people see diets, I think people see spurts and seasons, but I think it is something that you have to integrate slowly over time to make it a pattern. For me, it started off because of a dramatic event in my life, but it just became a part of my life. And now I do it just to maintain it, and it makes me feel better. I'm clearer in my mindset. I don't have as much anxiety, I find, because I walk both in the morning and at night, and I find walking at night gets rid of a lot of that loose energy, and I sleep better. Now everyone's gonna be different, so I don't wanna say that if you do certain things, you'll have these outcomes, but for me, that's what it's done for me.
And well, I also feel that setbacks really make people, is what makes people quit, because personally, if I'm like really struggling, I feel like I'm insecure with myself and I need more to fulfill myself, and I have a setback, or I eat something really bad, or I haven't worked out in a week, I'm like, oh, I just quit now. And that's something that you have to really push through, and that's how you make it a lifestyle, is when you push through, your setbacks.
Yeah, a book I read, it's called The Green Letters. In it, there's this principle of it takes 6 weeks to be a squash, it takes 100 years to be an oak. Which one do you want to be? It just takes time, right? There's no instant win, and there are obstacles, right, that are going to come your way. And for me, I see obstacles and challenges as an opportunity for me to get stronger, right? And I think as you overcome one, you begin to believe in yourself and your abilities more. And it won't say that you don't have moments of insecurity or doubt, but you'll know that you have a history that, hey, I did it before, I can do it again. And it's not too late, you're just in time. We'll get off the rails sometimes, and then realize literally it's one activity set away to get right back on track.
Yeah, and it's not gonna set you off. You're not gonna go back to the beginning if you stop working out for a week, or you stop eating healthy for a few days. You can get right back on track and not be too far off.
100%. Well, Shelby, this has been great. So thankful to get some insight, because you're often there at the beginning of most folks' journey, or there as a part of like a recovery step. So we're so thankful for your insight. I just want to call out, if you've not had a chance to visit Try Running, you can visit them at the link in the description below. We'll put the address, all the social media handles, and ways to contact them. They have an amazing staff. You want to check them out. If you're looking for your next set of shoes or other athletic apparel, you definitely want to try out Try Running.
Thank you.
For those of you watching, we've got 4 more episodes coming down the pipe. If you want to stay up to date, don't forget to hit that like button, smash the subscribe button to stay up to date with everything that we're producing this week and all of our other series that we've got going on. As always, we hope you're doing well, we hope you're staying safe, and we'll see you in the next one.